Hello, kids. Good evening to one and all. How are you? Hope everybody are being fine and you are safely in your home. So soon the schools will be started. Don't worry about that one. When we will get the circular to open the school, you can come and you can do all kind of musties in schools. Okay. So in last class, we have discussed about the causes of French Revolution. So what are the reasons behind why the French Revolution took place in the France? Okay, the people were fed up of the administration, and also the people were sorry, the people were um, uh, fed up of administration of Louis XVI because taxation was being increased and exploitation of the third estate as well as third group was being there. They have to pay the all kind of taxes, whatever he was imposing on the people. So people were fed up. So as the result, a new middle class was being emerged in the French society in the 18th century. So as a result, those middle class people, they were having they were educated person. Even traders and merchants were being educated. So when this community came into existence in the French society, uh, they were fed up of this kind of administration. So as a result, due to the influence of philosophers like John Locke, Rousseau, Montesquieu, Voltaire, so these are the some of the philosophers who contributed for the French Revolution. So based on their knowledge, based on the democratic principles, the revolt was been broke out. So in this today's class, we are going to learn about the outbreak of revolution, in what stages the revolution took place in the France. Okay, so the Louis XVI had to increase the taxes for certain reasons. You have already learned what are the reasons behind why he wanted to increase the taxation, because the treasure was empty. He was not having any single penny to penny means money. He was not having single penny to use the wealth, as well as to give the a salary to the government officials, to lead a luxurious life. He was not having, and a lot debit was been there, which he took from the richest merchants as well as from other countries. So he has to give them back now. So as a result, he increased the taxation for these reasons only. So in the France, the old regime means old administration, the monarch did not have the power to impose taxation according to his will alone. Okay, so according to the old administration, whatever taxation they want to impose in the society, they were not having power to impose it. So why they were not having means they have to call the estate general meetings. Okay, all three general meetings, first estate, second estate and third estate, their representative should come and discuss in the assembly, and whatever decisions they has to take, based on their approval only, the taxation was being imposed. So due to the old method, as well as whatever method procedure they were using to impose the taxation, so Louis XVI he thought that we will call one more assembly to discuss about the taxation system. So he has called the meeting of estate general, which would then pass the proposal of new kind of taxes in the France. So there was a political body in which all three estates sent their representative. So this is an political body as well as political organization, where all three estate general people, they used to send their representatives to the uh, assembly there. Okay, 300 from first estate and second estate, and third estate 600 representative, they used to send to discuss their whatever problems they are facing. That time only they used to discuss, and the king was coming to know what we have to do. Okay, so as a result, all three estates sent their representatives. So on 5th May 1789, the Louis XVI called together an assembly, estate general, to pass the proposal of new taxation there. Okay, the first and second estate sent 300 representatives, and the third estate sent 600 representatives. Artists, peasants, and women were not allowed in the third estate as a representative in the assembly. So they all wrote, all the people, those who belonging to the third estate, they wrote 40,000 letters to the king and demanded a new kind of administration in the France. So this demand was kept in front of the estate general. So in the assembly, the representative has only one power, to vote. Okay, from first estate only one power, second estate only one power, third estate one power, to vote. Okay, to vote only one, each, everybody were not getting, only they have to discuss among themselves and they have to vote for anyone, they have to vote it. So that kind of procedure was been there. So as a result, these third estate people also kept a demand in front of Louis 16. What means, each and every individual, those are the representatives of this assembly, each and everyone should get a right to vote. This was one of the demand which was wrote in the letter of 40,000. So in the assembly, the representative has only the power one vote, and the Louis 16 continue the system. So but this time they demanded a voting now be conducted by an assembly as a whole, and each person will get one vote. So they kept these, this third estate kept a demand in front of Louis 16 that um, uh, each and every person, those are came here and attend the assembly, each and everyone should get the right to vote there. Then only the correct procedure will be take place, and you can impose the new taxation system by keeping their demand. So this was the one of the democratic, sorry, okay, you can see here arrow mark, I'm going to read it out. So this was one of the democratic principle put forward by the philosophers like Rousseau in his book called Social Contract. His book name is Social Contract. So in his book, he told about the rights and duties of each and every individual, those are living in the France as well as in the world, because each and every individual has the power to elect their representative. But when they kept this demand in front of the Louis 16, immediately the king rejected the proposal. Okay, I'm not ready. I'm not going to change according to your demand, and whatever your demands are been there, I will not fulfill that one. So each and every 40,000 letters what they have been wrote, it was been rejected by the king as well as by those two estate generals. So as a result, what did it? Each and every represent, those 600 representative walked out only. So they came to know that whatever our demand will be there, it will be not fulfilled by the king, so it is the waste of time to sit here. So they moved away. Okay, ಅವ್ರು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿ. So what they did afterwards, nothing. All 600 people as well as the third estate people, the people those who belonging to the third group, so they assembled in the hall of an indoor tennis court in the grounds on 20th June same year in 1789. So they declared themselves as a national assembly. So the third estate representatives, whatever were been there, it was called as a third estate. So they changed their name as a national assembly and drafted a constitution for the France. Okay, they started writing the constitution for the France that would limit the power of the monarch. So whatever limitations were being there, how illegally the king was using his power, so they wanted to cut down the power of monarchy system. So as a result, uh, they drafted a constitution there. So this was led by two person called Mirabeau and Abicias. These were the two people. So Mirabeau, he was born in a noble family. He was belonging to the upper class. Even though he was belonging to the upper class, he was supporting to the third estate because he was very educated person, and whatever procedure the king was following, he was not happy. So that is why he was supporting Mirabeau. He was supporting to the third estate people there, but was convinced that convinced of the need to do away with the society of feudal privileges. Feudal privileges means feudal system. Feudal system was been emerged in the France society. What is it? Well, then you will ask, ma'am, what do you mean by feudal system? I will tell. Each just imagine the France map. So each and every France map are been divided into certain groups, and for each group richest landlord will be there now, most and most richest person. So he was having the control of that region. So what he used to do means, if he is having a land for a cultivation, as well as the land was being divided into several pieces, and then it was being given in the hands of one of the richest, the people, those who belonging to the clergy people and the noble people. Okay, in for these two group, he used to divide and give the work for them. So afterwards, what they were doing, they were searching some of the businessmen, traders, merchants to do the agricultural activities. So they used to give the rent. Okay, those richest people, the master of that land, they used to search some of the some rich people, those who belong to the third estate, they will give as a rent to them. Okay, so these rich people will be there na second one. So the second one, they used to give the land to the peasants for the cultivation activities. After the food production, what they have to do, they have to give back money to the first his master. Okay, peasant to whom he got the rent na. So that peasant has to give that money to the master there. I will call him as a B. Okay, that B, whatever money he was being given, that B he used to give to his master, that is A. Okay, A means he is the owner of that land, and he has given a little bit rent to do the agricultural activities to the B, and B he will give to the C. C means peasant. Okay, after the production, after getting back the money, the farmers has to give. They were not having any authority to enjoy whatever profit was being gained during that food production. Okay, so that money has to be given to the B, and B has to give to the money to the A, and A, he used to give in the form of taxation to the king. So this is an feudal system what was in the practice in the France. So they did not want any kind of feudal privileges what these people were having. So because the A used to exploit B, B used to exploit C. In this way, each and every B and C were being exploited by the A, that is A master. So that kind of privileges were being there. So as a result, what they did, they wanted to abolish the feudal privileges which was being given to those both of them. So he brought our journal, delivered power speeches to the cowards assembled at Versailles. Abisias, he was originally a priest. Priest means pujari, we will tell, in Sanskrit language as well as in Hindi. He was Abisias, he was a priest. So he wrote an influential pamphlets. He started writing about whatever system was being there. He started writing in a pamphlet called as a, what is a third estate? What is the meaning of third estate there? So what are the privileges were being given to the third estate? So in this way, their problem, their demand, he started writing in the pamphlet, and then he used to circulate the people, and people were coming to know how we were being exploited by the richest people, that is nobles and clergy people during that time. So these two people were belonging to the higher position in the France society, but these two people supported to the third estate because these people were being exploited more in the France society. So these two were more educated, and they were against the administration of Louis XVI. So as a result, they gave the support to the third estate there. This was the new type of thinking which was emerged due to the influence of philosophers. Maybe these two people were being influenced by some philosophers which is based on democratic principle, and they were the favor of democratic principle. So that is why they used to support them. Maybe this one will be the reason. So these two people, they took the initiative step that we will fight against the first estate and second estate in the behalf of third estate people. So they also joined in the writing the drafting the constitution for the France people. Okay, so while National Assembly was busy at the Versailles drafting the constitution, the rest of the Europe was very furious. They were fed up of administration, and they were totally disturbed there due to his administration only, because at that period only a severe winter was being occurred. So as a result, the farmers did not give a good harvest. Okay, that is good food production there. So immediately the prices of bread, whatever they used to eat for their daily uses, it went up nearly very high. And also bankers, they were encashing this situation. They started exploiting the situation, and whatever supply was been there, they started controlling it. Okay, so in this way the bad condition was being created and people were fed up. Even the women, for eatables, women has to wait a long time in a bakery, and they have to give high amount, and they have to buy the bread. So women were also been fed up because of this procedure only. So as a result they formed a troop and revolt against the king there. So about this revolt you are going to learn in the next session, how the women's also played a very important role in the French Revolution. So each and every people on a night, uh, on the night of 4th August 1789, the assembly passed a law, and they abolished the feudal system which was present in the French society. The members of clergy as well as noble people forced to give up the all kind of privileges, and tithe, taxation was been abolished from the France. Due when they finished their constitution was when the constitution was been finished by the National Assembly. So immediately a lot of people revolted against the king. So as a result you read about the Bastille prison was being destroyed, which was the representative of the monarchy system which was present in the French society. So it was being destroyed. The Louis XVI could not control the powers of the revolt of the king, of the people, common people. So as a result he um, gave up his administration and he adopted the constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means the king will be the representative of the state, but not more power. Only some powers will be in the hands of king, remaining it will be in the hands of elected representative. That kind of administration system was been adopted after this revolution. So these are some of the events which took place in the France, and we will see the end of Louis XVI administration, because people were totally fed up of his administration only. So according to that one, the France became a constitutional monarchy. Okay, just I will highlight with the bold, then you will come to know. Okay, even I will underline. Okay, so France became one of the constitutional monarchy. So National Assembly completed the draft of constitution in the year 1791. So its main objective was to limit the powers of the monarch system, that is the kings. So they divided the power into three institutions, that is legislative, executive, and the judiciary. Three forms of administration they adopted. So according to that three powers, what are the powers were being given to the king, to the representative? Each and everything you are going to learn in this picture. You can see one picture here. I am showing a picture to you people. Okay. Okay, you can see one arrow mark. So judiciary, executive, and legislature, the powers were being divided among these three institutions. So according to that one, king was the executive members there, and he was having only veto power. Okay, and the National Assembly used to control the king and his ministers. Under his whatever ministers will come will be under the control of National Assembly. These National Assembly members were being elected by the 50,000 men, who were active citizens above the 4 billion of a population, that is 28 million people. And here some people were not all the people in the France, they were having right to vote. Only some people, those are contributing the taxation, the people those who pay a tax to the state, for them only they were giving the right to vote. So the peasants, artist people, women, youth, children below 25 years, they were not having any authority to elect their representative. So these people, they used to vote their representative as well as they used to vote their judge. Okay, and the king was under the control of National Assembly. He was having only some power called veto power. So whatever important decisions will be there, in the name of king. They used to take the what we will tell, they used to take the decision. So each and everything, only some powers were given under the king administration. So this was been adopted in the France. So the Constitution of 1791 vested the power to make the laws. The National Assembly was indirectly elected by the people. So the citizen voted for a group of electors who turn choose to choose the assembly. Not all the citizens they were having right to vote. Only men about 25 years of age and who pay the taxes to the nation, for them only they have given the a power for the um, choosing their representatives. Okay, the constitution began with the declaration of rights, men and citizen. So, rights such as right to life, right to freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, telling freely opinion to the in front of the people, equality before the law. Each and every people, those who living in a France society, all will be treated equally. There will be no first estate, second estate, and third estate. Each and every people will be equal before the law. So it was the duty of the state to protect each and every citizen natural rights. So this is one of the painting which was being done by the Barbier, Le Barbier, in the year 1790. So in this figure you can see they have declared, you can see a preamble of France. Okay, so this preamble, what are the rights and duties of the citizen, he has been written. So in this way, the people were coming to know what are the rights and duties in the France society after when monarchy system, when they adopted the constitutional monarchy system in the France. So some of the symbols were being used. Why I'm showing the pictures means, you are getting for 1 mark certain pictures. You have to identify that picture, what that picture belonging to. Okay, I have shown this picture. So this picture, what it will indicate, who is the painter, who is the famous painter who did this one. So he is the Le Barbier. He in the 1970 he did this painting and he elaborated what are the rights and duties of the citizens, and the National Assembly was the responsible to maintain as well as to protect the citizens of the natural rights, that is basic rights from the birth. Each and every individual having the right to live here, and everybody should be treated equal before the law. So these are some of the natural rights they have to protect. So in this way, we will see some changes in the French society after 1789 revolution. Okay, so these are some of the symbols what they were using during the period of French Revolution. To enhance the nationalism sentiment among the people, they were using these political symbols, that is broken chain, the bundle of roads to the faces, an eye within a triangle radiating the light, spectre, snake biting its tail to form a ring symbol, blue, white, red. Okay, the color, the national color of colors of France. The winged women. By seeing this, you will come to know the people wanted to free themselves from the administration. A law of tablet. The law is being seen for all. All are equally treated before the law. So these were some of the symbols what they were using during that time. Okay. So you have to remember this picture, what this picture will tell. So if you are having textbook, you just mark it as important. If you are not having it, just go through this picture and you will come to know. Okay, so for 1 marks you are getting the picturized questions there to evaluate, to examine. So such it will be continued for the 10th standard also. So as the result, I'm starting from 9th standard only, so that it will be not difficult for you people to find out as well as to analyze this one. Okay, so in this way, these are the events which took place in the France, and they adopted the constitutional monarchy system in the France there. Okay, so in the next session, I'm going to explain about the France abolishes the monarchy and became the republic. these monarchy system totally it was in abolished. Even the Louis 16 was being killed by the people. In what way he was being killed, what kind of punishment was being given by the common people, and how the France became republic after that. The regime of terror, that is Robespierre, Maximilian Robespierre, he was one person who gave a terror administration, so that people were fearing about his administration. Even he was also being punished by the people. After that, you are going to learn about one more famous military dictator called Napoleon Bonaparte, how he came to the throne, how he eradicated the democracy form of government. In the next sessions, you are going to learn some interesting facts about France Revolution. So these are the important events which took place. So they adopted the constitutional monarchy at that period. Okay, for some years, the Louis 16 he adopted the constitutional monarchy. He was signed. Okay, I am ready to accept this constitutional monarchy. He accepted that one only for some years. After that, even some incident took place where he was being guillotined. Okay, so in the next class, I am going to explain about France abolishes the monarchy system and became a republic. How this France became a republic country. In the next class, I am going to explain about these events. So I hope today's class you have understood what are the um, event which took place in the France society, how the outbreak of revolution took place, in which place they took the oath, that is tennis court oath. The people assembled there and they took the oath that we will draft our own constitution. So as a result, some revolutionary activities took place in the France. So to suppress that kind of things only, to come out from that one, Louis 16 he accepted the constitutional monarchy and it was being adopted. So according to that one, the government was being divided into three parts, and the powers were under the control of National Assembly. Some powers were under the control of king. There not more power, only one or two power was being given to him. And also the two persons who helped the third estate to give certain suggestions to draft the constitution, that is Mirabeau and Abbe Sieyès. Okay, some important dates have been mentioned in your textbook. Just go through that one, and you will come to know. For 1 marks also, these are very important. So some of the important dates are being given in your textbook: 1774, 1789, 1791, 1792 to 93, 84, 1804, and 1815. So these are some of the important dates you have to remember for 1 marks. Okay, so I will continue in the next session. So if you are having any doubts, just pin your questions in the group so that I will try my level best to solve your problem. So signing out, have a good evening. Bye everyone.